Shawn Maloney, CEO and founder of Retire Wise, is talking with us about how to prepare for a happy retirement. That sounds lovely. Shawn, welcome. Share with us your approach to serving your clients.
Yeah, hey, appreciate you having me on. Our approach to working with our clients is really a holistic approach, not to be too cliche-ish, but it's more than just the financial side of things. We look at what is your retirement why and what do you want to do in retirement? And that's going to help determine how you're going to fund the retirement, right? And what's going to make you fulfilled in retirement. And we want to make sure that we approach it from both a non-financial and a financial aspect to secure a secure, happy retirement for you, whatever that looks like. It's not a one size fits all. So we're going to personalize it, for each person.
Yeah. Well, now that we get to retirement, how do we mitigate risk when we get there?
Yeah, it's a great question because there's a little bit different when you're in retirement versus when you're accumulating funds. Once we get to retirement, there's really about five or six different main risks that could affect your retirement nest egg and how long it's going to last and all those different things. So we take it's part of our retirement framework where we look at how we take or mitigate those different risks off the table. And we start with what I like to call the happy factor. It's the needs category. What to have your paycheck or your nest egg generate a paycheck, right? You don't have a paycheck coming in anymore, so we're going to have your nest egg generate that paycheck. And if you can cover those base needs and your living expenses, that's the happy factor. Then we move on to the wants and the wishes, right? But each type of investment can solve a different problem. There's not one particular investment vehicle that can solve all six of those risks. So you're having not only a diversified portfolio, but a diversified plan that tackles and takes each of those off the table for you.
More and more, I'm hearing about taxes and taxes being a concern when we get to retirement. How do you help your clients navigate that?
Yeah, I mean, no one wants to pay more taxes, right? Haven't had anybody raise their hand that says they want to pay more taxes. So we want to make sure we take that off the table, right? And you can't take taxes off the table, but you can minimize the impact. And what we want to do is we sit down and we analyze where they're at and how we can minimize that by doing things like getting them in the right kind of tax-free accounts at the right time. You can do those Roth conversions. You can ladder those over a period of time. But the other thing people don't realize is when you're taking Social Security benefits, that benefit can actually be taxed, right? And then you got to start taking R&Ds or those required minimum distributions that could throw you in a different tax bracket. So we take all those different ingredients, right, and make sure that we have the right outcome. Because if you don't account for all of those, you could end up with a surprise tax bill at the end of the year. And hey, when you're on a fixed income generating money off your nest egg, you want to make sure you don't have those surprises.